Here in Canada, if you don't know how to cope with everything, including homesickness, you will definitely feel it in your head. Well, kidding aside, this has become my typical day. Since I quit my last job because of my health and mental wellness issues, I have been isolating myself from the outside world. Yes, you hear that, right? Although I'm doing that, it's not permanently, but just giving myself a break from all the toxic things happening around me. And honestly, being stuck in the house during the cold season doesn't help at all. The weather alone can make you feel even more drained. Yes, more drained. So, singing has become one of my ways to cope and recuperate. So whenever I'm in the mood to sing, I'll perform in front of my family. Yeah, makapal ako eh. And I know they listen. Sometimes, they even sing along, which makes everything feel a little lighter. So, ganun kakapal yung mukha ko kaya nahahata ko sila. Kumakapal na rin yung mukha nila. So, that's a good one. So, anyway, just bear with me. I can't even let you all hear my so-called singing skills, if I even have any. But hey, it is what it is. When I was younger, I used to sing with my family. Yes, you hear that. I used to sing with my family, my nieces, nephews, and sometimes even the neighbors would join in. Those were the moments that filled the house with noise, laughter, and life. I honestly miss those times back home. There was always someone ready to grab the mic, even if they were out of tune. I know lots of people who did that. No hurtful feelings. Anyway, here in Canada, it's a different story. Sure, I can still sing on the karaoke, but I have to make sure the doors and the windows are completely shut before I even warm up my voice. One loud echo from the mic and the whole neighborhood might think there's a concert happening next door. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. So people here don't like too much noise. Napapaingrata ako sa mga tao dito. But what can I do? Singing keeps me sane. Especially in this cold weather when you're stuck inside and silence feels heavier than usual. So at least when I sing, even if it's just in front of my family, the house feels a little warmer. Sorry, I have a husky voice because of the cold weather. Anyway, going on, a little livelier and a little closer to home. Yeah, so that's it. And speaking of this husky voice, I started getting a sore throat after my daughter caught it first and passed it on to us. Yeah, she got it from the school. But even with that, I still managed to sing. Anyway, it's not just singing that keeps me busy. Preparing and cooking food for my family has become one of my biggest ways to fight off the loneliness and the cold. Sometimes I just have to be a little silly to keep my spirits up. Yeah, because I'm kind of shy type person. So, yep. So when I have this spare time, I journal too, like writing poems, documenting my days and capturing little moments. And it helps me stay grounded, and in a way it helps keep our family connected. So if any of you ask how my Christmas will be, or how our Christmas will be, well, you already know. In just 3 days, Christmas is here. And like we talk about, Christmas in Canada just doesn't hit the same way as it does back home. Sure, we'll have a little food on the table to share on Christmas Eve, but that's pretty much it. After eating, everyone goes straight to bed. No budol-budot. Budot-budot, that like a dance budot-budot. How many times I explained this to my husband and he doesn't get it. So no karaoke where you sing your heart out until your lungs give up. Walang tagayan dito because let's be real, there's no tagay here. Okay, so it's funny how I can still laugh and joke about it even when I feel a little empty inside. Maybe that's just how we cope, laughing through the quiet moments and finding humor in the loneliness and trying to keep the spirit alive even when the holiday feels colder than the weather outside. So, but hey, a simple Christmas is still a Christmas, and I'll take whatever warmth I get. Yeah, so Merry Christmas.
Either na ang bilhin niya is pork or chicken because I wanted to cook something different. I don't wanna lose my taste bud by doing that every day, by cooking it every day. Same old, same old. So I said, and I suggested that maybe you wanna get pork or either chicken, I'll do something differently, like cooking the chicken with mushroom in a can because we have mushroom in a can in the lazy cupboard. So I lazy Susan in the cupboard. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him, and then it's already 4:15. And I will start cooking at around 4:30. So it's too early, but honestly, guys, the night falls early here, so sometimes around 5 it's already dark if I was not mistaken. Tapos pag nagluluto ako ng maaga kasi makain na kami, so nakakatapos ako ng pagluluto ng around minsan 5:30. Usually nga nagluluto na ako ng 4:30 pag ganitong during cold season or winter. I cook early dahil nga sa yung dilim is mabilis ngayon. Mas malawig ang dilim kaysa sa araw ngayon. And then makain kami ng mga 6, around 6. Tapos niyan 7, nakaupo na kami mag-asawa dito sa may couch, then enjoying some movies. Yeah. Nagutom ako, sakit ng ulo ko, so uminom ako ng Tinalo. Hindi talaga ako sanay uminom ng gamot kasi kapag umiinom ako ng gamot, parang I'm too drowsy, the drowsiness. Parang hinahatak ako papunta sa may kama. Anyway, I'll update you and then, yeah.
Lately, I've been noticing repeating numbers again. I did a bit of research and it says that 111 or 1111 symbolizes renewal or a new beginning. Well, honestly, I'd love to manifest that energy. And then earlier, I found a package of arroz caldo on the lazy Susan in the cupboard, and I thought it would be perfect to cook while the temperature drops again. So a hot bowl of porridge sounded like just with my husband, my daughter, and I just needed to stay warm. And it's kind of funny because the package says to use only 5 cups of water, but I ended up adding an extra cup, and I have to make sure the rice turned out tender because you may never know. So the only problem was that we forgot to put green onions on the grocery list, so I couldn't add the extra flavor. Luckily, I had chicken breast and hard-boiled eggs, So that helped complete the recipe. So it's just a simple homemade merienda for the cold weather, right? So anyway, after almost 40 minutes of cooking, the arroz caldo was finally ready. I served everyone a bowl, and my husband immediately said it was really tasty. So he told me he'd never had anything like it before. Wow, really? So he even went back for a second serving because he was enjoying it so much, which is very good. And speaking of food, I have something else to share. This isn't the first time my husband has brought home avocados that look questionable. Yes, questionable. Since I'm a vegetarian, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And because I love avocado, I decided to cut 3 of them to make an avocado shape. But to my frustration, oh my god, it felt like we were just throwing money away. As you can see this, most of them were almost rotten. In the end, only one piece, yes, just one, was edible, and the rest went straight into the garbage bin. So what can I even say at this point?
In relation to the temperature, the equator being down here, Canada is way up here where we are in Alberta.
And that
And
is
if you rotate,
further, that is north, right?
that is the North Pole.
So for the North Pole, which is very, very, very cold.
So if you follow the equator around, here we are at the Philippines, very close to the equator. So it's always got sunshine,
As you can see this
other than the wet season.
yeah, as you can see this globe, you can tell how far Philippines from here. Right, can you please just tilt it, babe? Tilt it. Right here, then point it out. Point it out.
So you're gonna make the arc.
Slowly. Okay, go ahead. From there,
Oh, flying from the
Philippines to,
and you make that arc to come back
See?
down to Canada.
that's how far it is. These two countries, I mean the distance, you have to fly for about 12 to 14 hours.
14 hours.
14 hours to 15 hours. Sorry about that. Yeah. Ganun kalayo. And look, kung gaano ka-init ang Pilipinas because we are in the tropical. This is tropical, right?
Yes.
Tropical center here. Kaya we get lots of sun. Then, Canada, na nandito sila, mahirap maabot ng araw. So, parang hindi sila, kaya siguro ganong kalamig dito dahil hindi pareha sa atin na andito tayo. Ay, I hate this. Honestly, I hate this. When I was in schooling, when I was in high school, I hate the subject. I don't know why, but even though I still had a high grades. Ganun tayo, matalino tayo. Ngek. Okay.